I'm Ingrid. I grew up in Sydney in a place called Kemps Creek at the foot of the Blue Mountains, and I had an awesome life there. Well, I'm still alive, so I'm still living. But I had a great time growing up there. I always had horses and motorbikes, and we had a small farm there, and we also had my grandfather's dairy farm in Sandy Hollow, which was run by my uncle at the time. We'd go up there all the time in Christmas holidays and summer holidays, and we'd be drafting cattle, and we'd be getting up to all sorts, driving the tractors and helping shift pipes, which I wasn't a big fan of. And I guess, yeah, I had a really great, simple life growing up. I'd been doing music my whole life as a hobby, and I hadn't really thought that I could write my own music and be out there and playing it. Excuse me, I'm telling a very important story here. It wasn't just something that I thought I could do, and I guess I met my partner Paul, and we were knocking around in cover bands at the time, and he said to me, "You've got some great music, like what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, hang on, I've got all these other songs that I've written," and I'd started writing when I was 13 years old, and I had TDK tapes, and I had a tape player, and I used to just overdouble the harmonies onto the tapes. I'm a pretty direct person, a pretty straight up person, and I think if you're thinking it, you should pretty much be honest with someone and just say it. What else am I like as a person?
I think you're quite a personal person.
I'm a very personal person, Paul. And June Daly Watkins does not want one speaking about unmentionables. I'd just like to do a special shout out to animal print and to the colour orange.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether I've just put on too many rings and I've just found every favourite ring that I own and put them on.
I think you look superb.
Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome. Do you want to give a shout out to any friends?
Yeah.
Roll another dice and hope that it hits the
spot.
If every smile.
I've got 2 singles out at the moment. I've got Did You Miss Me? Also titled to myself, The Way You Leave Me, but let's call it Did You Miss Me for continuity. And it makes me just think of the 90s when I hear it, and I almost feel the same way I felt in the 90s when I sing it. It's got a few pop notes, I guess, and yeah, it's got a real 90s feel. I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm rambling. No one likes a rambler. Can I have a favourite single? Because As the Crow Flies is my favourite single, and I'd written and played this up at the Gladdy, which is my local, and I was playing a show there, and I thought I'm going to play this song. Anyway, it had a completely different chorus, and I thought this song completely blows. And then I came home and I rewrote it, and I went, oh my god, I love this song. It has to be on the album, and it has to be a single. Typically, I'll just write the song and it'll come out fully formed and whole, and I won't need to touch it. Crow Flies came out as a completely different song, and once it got that driving Joe Cocker feel, it was unstoppable for me, so it's my favourite. And yeah, it was all about the vocal, and it was all about just keeping that flowing, simple melody. I didn't want anything to get in the way. I didn't want any flashy things put on it that didn't need to be there. I just wanted an honest delivery of the song, and I wanted it captured essentially live with the core band members, who are like myself, Paul on drums and Eddie on bass. And I was lucky enough to have the lovely Brad Bergen do a guest spot with some of the beautiful lead guitars. He's got so many guitars, that guy. He seriously needs to cut back. A big shout out to everyone that follows me on social media, and especially the ones that laugh at my jokes.
Breaking hearts like dinner plates. You
following on social media, I mean, you're doing fantastic.
Bonnie and Clyde, you
You're
wanna make my
sharing
mind
your
up.
music,
Coming at us left and right,
really fast.
under fire, under siege, hopelessly impossibilities. I'm all worn out. So
Rumper stomper, tell me do. Oh, what's the next bit? Romper stomper, tell me do. Oh, I see Paul and I see Maddie and I see Julian and Antonella and I see Mark and I see P. Sarvin and who else do I see? What's coming up for me next year? I'm just hoping to take the band out on the road all the time with me. We started to do it last year and we played as a threesome for a number of shows like Woodstock. But next year we've really got our stuff together. We've already got nearly 3 hours of originals music with the band. So that's what I want to really be the driving creative focus for me is playing on the road and recording while I'm doing it. I didn't grow up with social media. I grew up with telling someone to meet you in a park at 2 o'clock and you are there at the park at 2 o'clock. And if you were 5 minutes late, you were dead. Or you decided to wait an extra 5 minutes, but